They were a lot of fun. They were giving me shit. I was giving it back. I really, really like this band a lot. Their new album is great. I'll give you all the details on their next tour stops and their album and all of that at the end. But really, at this point, I've talked long enough for this opening. I'm going to get out of the way and let you hear this conversation. And make sure you listen all the way through, because there is something fucking amazing that happens at the end of the conversation. So stick around for that. We'll see you on the other side. It'll be nice and cozy, All right, so let's go ahead and start out. You guys, I'm afraid you're going to have to help me out with the pronunciation here and there. So, because I don't want to sound like a complete idiot, but it's Combo Chimbita. Is that okay? So that's pretty close. I was a little nervous. But if we can go ahead and make some introductions around the room.
Okay.
All right. Maybe your name and what you play in the band, and I'll go from there. My name is Jared.
Jared,
yes. Nice
hello,
to meet
Jared.
you.
My name is Andres Jimenez, Dilema Astronauta, a.k.a.
No, Andrea. He's wrong.
Okay. Okay.
It's all staying in.
I'm just Dilema Astronauta for these guys.
Okay.
And I play the drums.
Dilemma Stronata. Okay. So now there's because then there's maybe explain a little bit, if you want to even give a little bit behind the name, because there's some very mysterious stuff going on.
You have
here.
time?
Sure. If you guys have time. I'm not the one that has to go up on stage.
Okay, well, I mean, Dilema Astronauta. I haven't been asked that question in a long time. It's inspired by the testimony of astronauts living around in the space. It's very inspiring to hear how people feel about the planet and themselves when they're in orbit. You know, there's this detachment from the Earth, and there's also a sense of feeling part of the Earth as well, and at the same time. And it's like sort of like the approach I have about music and life. It's just, you know, sort of a cosmic, you know, vision, a cosmic way of seeing music, life.
All right.
Broad, you know.
Very cool.
That's it.
And what do you play in the band?
I play the drums.
You play the drums. All right, so you're holding it down.
I'm trying.
You're making the space.
I'm trying. Make it spacey and groovy.
All right. All right.
Hello, I'm the Prince of Queens, and I play the bass and synths in Combo Chimbita.
All right. And Prince of Queens?
Prince of Queens is just, well, my mom is La Reina, so I'm the prince. And I also live the majority of my life in Queens, so representing Queens a little bit. And, you know, I was just born that way, so it just happened.
All right.
My name is Carolina Oliveros, and I'm a singer. Yeah, that's my name.
And that's your actual name. Are you the only one who's using their actual name in the band?
This is my name.
I think so. All right. Carolina Oliveros.
Carolina Oliveros, from Barranquilla, Colombia.
Colombia.
Yes, I'm Niño Lento es Fuego, and I play the guitar.
All right.
And Niño Lento es Fuego is my name. And people will understand what it means with time. When the right time comes, people will get it.
That's the best way to have things happen when the right time comes.
Right.
So, I listened to your new album, which is fantastic. I absolutely fucking love it, and
Thank you.
We'll get into that in a minute. But I would love to hear first how you guys kind of came together and how the band sort of formed. If anybody has the origin story.
Yeah, I mean, it actually happened pretty naturally. We didn't really plan it too much to be what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
we knew each other from other music projects before, and we had been working on music before, and we started running this jam sessions with our friends in New York at a small bar in Brooklyn, and it was just Niño Lento, Dilema, and me kind of jamming on all. And then Carolina used to come and hang out, and one day she was like, "Oh, can I just get on the stage and sing with you guys?" And we were like, "Yeah, totally." And then she came, and like, I don't know, it was like she started singing, and it felt like, oh, definitely this is something we can build on. And then from then on, it kind of like just kind of snowballed like kind of crazy and kept growing and growing and growing. But we didn't really plan it. It just really happened, I think, because of a special connection that we had.
Right on. How long have you guys been playing together? You sound like you've been a band for ever. You guys gel just really well. It sounds like you all are played it together organically.
Prince of Queens, Dilemma, and me, we've been playing for around 10 years, something, with different projects. So that's why it sounds like that.
Like you've been playing for a long time.
Carolina is also... Like we also play together in another project, so we've been working together for a while before actually becoming Combo Chimbita. You know, so we know each other pretty well.
Like 4 years almost that we started like as the four of us with this project. Yeah.
Very cool. When did you guys start? Like, have you always done just original music together? How did the sort of composition and everything begin?
It's a little hard to hear you.
It is a little bit.
Can you just close it door?
Yeah.
It's just the gentrification is one of my favorite DJs.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. Sorry, you were saying?
No, I was saying, so you guys have been playing around together for a long time. And how did the decision? It sounds like everything sort of fell into place pretty organically, but to your, at least on the album that I listened to, and that's that Ahomale or
Ahomale.
Ahomale, is that
The
okay?
album?
Yeah, Ahomale.
Ahomale. That's
Okay.
the pronunciation.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. How did the writing and the sort of atmosphere on that come into place? Because it's very as sort of or organic sounding as it is, and there's like different elements of some, I want to say, like very noir kind of feelings. It's just you guys strike this incredible like combination of both moods and also sound, and it's like this influence of Latin music, but also other sort of music, and almost like an Angelo Badalamenti kind of Twin Peaks almost vibe. There's just so much in there. How did you guys come to that sound?
I guess with this record, I mean, it's definitely the product of all the musical interactions we've had for all this time, and I think it's, in a way, it's a synthesis of a lot of the concepts that we've been playing with for some time. In this particular record, we developed a concept. I mean, for each record, it's part of it's a chapter of a saga that we're telling, and for this particular record, we were inspired by Ahomale, and which is a warrior who has the power to communicate with the ancestors and channel ancestral energies, but also struggles to understand why does she or her or him have this power. So it's kind of, in a way, also mirrors our realities in our present lives, but it's really the result of our own search for our own identity and what we like, and it's the product of a lot of work. As for the writing of the lyrics, Carolina wrote most of the lyrics, if not all of the lyrics. So I don't know if you want to talk about the lyrics o lo que te inspiró para las letras.
Este disco es definitivamente una experiencia personal muy fuerte. You talk in Spanish, right?
I do not, unfortunately.
Bueno, tengo que decirlo en español. ¿Tú quieres traducir? Okay. Pienso que Ahomale está completamente conectado con los discos anteriores. Lo que hablaba Felipe, intentamos como seguir una historia, una saga que está muy conectada conceptualmente en la estética, y Ahomale básicamente como una experiencia que ha sido personal de cada uno, pero también se ha podido unir en la colectividad para el momento de crear tanto la música como la lírica, y está muy conectada con nuestra propia vida y las experiencias que estamos viviendo, la música que estamos escuchando, las influencias que nos marcan, desde un trap, un reggaetón, hasta todos los ritmos del Caribe que nos gustan. Obviamente siempre viene todo desde la raíz, desde nuestras músicas tradicionales, que son las que nos dan base para todos los ritmos que nosotros hacemos. Y sí, y Ahomale es básicamente la traducción de esa conexión que ahorita particularmente yo estoy sintiendo con muchas cosas a mi alrededor, en mi forma de ver la vida, en mi forma de entenderla, de mis visiones, de mi espiritualidad también, porque está muy conectado con eso. Y Ahomale, o Iomale, que es una palabra yoruba, la hemos utilizado de pronto no tanto con ese concepto yoruba como tal, porque nosotros no estamos hablando aquí como de cosas que no está como dentro de nuestro léxico, pero llegó esa palabra a nosotros por lo que es como lo que hemos sentido cuando hemos creado música, como que ha sido un mensaje que nos los han puesto nuestros ancestros, o sencillamente nuestra inquietud musical y rítmica. Entonces Ahomale es esa persona que tiene la facultad de poderse comunicar consigo mismo y con sus ancestros, y lo hemos hecho de una manera mostrándola como una fuerza más femenina, pero no se puede hablar de un sexo porque no tiene sexo, puede ser hombre o mujer, pero es esa fuerza de luchar con el pensamiento y poner todo en orden para que las cosas marchen a tu manera.
I don't know. I could maybe try to summarize a little bit of what you said.
It sounded fantastic.
But it's a lot to unpack.
Maybe later you can translate.
Maybe throw it through Google Translate or something.
No, I mean, she's basically saying that this is a very personal record.
Okay.
For her, and I think for us too, for everyone. And it talks about Ahomale, that is a Yoruba word, but we don't really use it in the explicit Yoruba meaning because we're not channeling Yoruba music, but the meaning of it is that being who's able to channel ancestral energies and to communicate with the ancestors. So what we really try to do in this record is really connect the dots musically and spiritually and in our own lives, in the way we came together from kind of slightly different backgrounds in a city like New York, but where we can get influences from trap music to very traditional Colombian and Caribbean music.
Mm-hmm.
So we try to connect the dots between all the different sort of styles that we resonate to, and I think that's sort of that energy that brings us together. That it's that spirit that I think we're trying to call on and to channel through the music that we're making. something like that. Kind of.
That's-
It's hard. It's a lot of